Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So this month is the 4th month of my vlogs of me growing my hair, and this month I actually think that there has been a lot of progress that you can probably see. I feel like the front of my hair is a lot longer. Back of it was longer than it is, but I did have to have it trimmed because as I hadn't really cut it that much as it was growing, I've kind of just, there was all these layers that kind of looked really weird. So my mum, who used to be a hairdresser, which obviously is really handy for me, just trimmed the back and cut some of it off so that when it does continue to grow, it doesn't look completely like disconnected from the rest of my hair. Last month I kind of spoke about, dry shampoo and some accessories, but this month I want to talk to you guys about what kind of shampoo you can use and kind of ways to maintain your hair in that sense, so when you're cleaning it and things like that. As I said to you last month, I talked about Peti's dry shampoo, which actually has lasted me a lot longer than I thought it had. It's lasted me about a month. It's just ran out today, so it's lasted me quite a while, so that's pretty good. But the things that I wanted to talk to you guys today about are shampoo and conditioner. I was speaking to one of my friends the other day on Facebook, and they've just decided that they want to grow their hair. And they came to me because they'd seen my vlogs and asked me a couple of questions about, how they should maintain their hair and things like that. And this is what I want to talk to you guys about this week. Things that I told him are the things that I want to share with you because I think that they will be really helpful to you on your kind of hair journey, so to speak. Now, as your hair is growing, taking care of it, as I've said before, is really, really vital because you want it to look healthy. You don't want it to look greasy and crazy. You need to make sure you brush it and things like that, just to make sure it looks as good as it can. Now with shampoo and conditioner, you need to find a salon quality product to keep your hair looking its best. Now I know that there's, as a guy, you might not have the time or you might not want to, but if you really want your hair to look as good as it can when it's growing, it is really important that you do use the best products that you can, and you need to spend that little bit extra more of money on these products so that you get that result. Now the products that I use, which I will show in a second, are by John Frieda, and they, because I have highlighted hair, I like to keep mine looking as bright as it can. Okay, so this is the shampoo that I use, which as you can see is by John Frieda, and it is the Highlight Enhancing Moisturizing Shampoo, and it apparently brightens a range of blonde tones. So this is obviously something that I would benefit from. Maybe not guys who don't dye their hair or have darker hair. John Frieda is a really good line to use. It is salon quality, and they have a lot of other kind of types of conditioners, not for blondes, for brunettes, and there's different types, so definitely check them out. And this is also the conditioner. They're kind of, I think they're about £8 or maybe a little bit more, but they are definitely worth it if you want your hair to look as good as it can. Now when I wash my hair, a lot of people have asked me how my hair kind of doesn't just go flat to my head, and obviously that's due to my styling, but it's also due to the way that I wash my hair. Now how I wash my hair is different to a lot of people, and a lot of people kind of think it's too much and stuff, but it really isn't. It really does help. So what I do is I only shampoo the roots and I only condition my ends, and then the midsections, as you're shampooing it, naturally shampoo will run down your hair shaft anyway. And what that does is shampooing your roots kind of gives that lift and cleans out all the sebum and the kind of dirt that's accumulated. And the conditioner obviously on your ends, because your ends, you kind of style them. If you style your hair with like a hairdryer or straighteners or whatever you use, obviously they're exposed to that the most, and so they're going to be more affected by it. So it's really important to condition your ends of your hair and leave the conditioner on your hair for about 3 to 5 minutes depending on how long you shower. And what I usually do is I shampoo, then I condition, and then I wash my body and whatever else and then after I've washed myself, then I rinse off my conditioner. When you're in the shower, if you feel like you want to comb your hair, make sure that you have a wide toothed comb so the teeth are really far apart, or as far apart as you can get them. That will also help with getting out the tangles, but because your hair is I guess it's more brittle and easier to break when it's wet, because the teeth are further apart in the brush, then in the comb, then it won't be as dangerous on your hair and it won't split and break your hair off. I said to you guys that I am trying not to get my hair cut as much as I can, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't get it cut. I think I've mentioned this in a past video of mine, but I'm just going to reiterate now, because obviously I have had my hair cut, and I think it was about, it was down to here at the back. So it's a little bit, but obviously it makes sense because it allows the front to kind of join into the hairstyle, as opposed to it kind of looking like two separate styles from the front and then from the back. If you are planning on getting your hair cut, as I was saying to my friend when they asked me these questions the other day, I recommend that you get your hair cut between every 4 to 6 weeks. And when you do get it cut, make sure that you do tell your hairdresser that you are long-term planning to grow it out. Perhaps tell them how long you're planning to grow it out for. If there's a celebrity that you're taking inspiration from. My friend was inspired by Cole Sprouse, and his hair is about down to here, no, about here I think. And that will obviously give them the kind of idea of what you're going for, and that will also allow them to be able to cut your hair in a way that it won't be obtrusive to your style or where it is now, and just so it kind of joins into one another like I've had mine done. So as I said, do make sure that you get your hair cut. Just don't have anything done drastically to it. Make sure, you know, your hairdresser, just say to your hairdresser that you just want the ends kind of trimmed in case you have any split ends, just to join the back into the front so it looks good that way. Okay, so that's all for this week. But if you have any other questions, feel free to leave the comments below, or tweet me on my Twitter at LewisJordan, or I can also be found on my Instagram, also at LewisJordan. Have a great day, thank you for watching, and I shall see you all next month.